think it's comical when people are all like, fucking, oh, why the fuck did you say all that? Oh my god, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just fucking, bitter, blah, 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 blah. That's the proof right there. Like, for one, like, how the fuck does that shit happen and these people are all like, oh, we don't know what's going on? Like I said, the same thing. Like, the system is a failure completely. And it has a lot to do with, I don't know, I guess people wanting to address things the correct way. But when these people can go and play fucking games and yard around kids here and there and, oh, we're going to go and we're just going to say some shit and, they do it to just get on, that side of things. And I think it's very disgraceful that people are allowed to do that and use that system to, I guess, benefit from. Like, how is it in this day and age that people like that can just go and say shit and then take shit from other people or make other people have to fucking, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to say this and, For one, when you can prove that someone's lying to those people, they shouldn't even be able to take any sort of fucking, oh, we're going to fill this out and go and send it to, we're going to give it to these people and they're going to do this. And basically when people can use the system to try to fucking, be bitter and play games, it's kind of fucked up. And there's proof of that. I mean, go look up in the news, look up all this shit that's going on. Like, it's not like it's hard to find. But I think it's funny to the people that were all like messaging me saying, I can't believe you said that, blah, 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 blah. It's fucking true. Like, and I'm prime example of that. Because I basically watched the whole scenario more than once. And someone is allowed to basically get away with things like that, My coffee's cold now. But I think it's pretty funny when, you get these people and they're all like, that would never happen. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that if they didn't have a reason, fucking blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to take all the paperwork that I have and I'm just going to fucking put it out there. And if I can find it all and do it in a timely manner. But you go and you look, like, I've even had to, like, in some of my other videos, like the York Street incident, you're sitting there yelling at them in their face and they're like, oh, there's nothing wrong here, There's something really wrong with the whole fucking thing. And I think it's a shame that, these kids have to be in the middle of it. Like, if someone goes and they commit fraud and, they're caught and they'll be like, yeah, we can tell you're lying. How can someone take that person's word for it? Like, they shouldn't be allowed to do that. And I think it's kind of fucked up that no matter what, like, I don't know what the whole deal is. And I've tried going to all these people, and I think I finally got some sort of channel where I'll actually get results, but I don't think it's fair that, there's the battle of the, parents and all this shit, and, oh, we gotta go with you. So, someone that doesn't do anything, they just suck the system dry, they can go and take shit from someone that has to go and do that and take care of shit just because they want to fucking, benefit 1 week out of, it's kind of fucked up. And it shouldn't be like that. And the fact that, like, every time I've gone and tried to just be like, hey, this is going on, no one listens. And that's a prime example. Like, the whole thing going on with this little girl downstate. Like, how do you not realize that someone, like a kid, is missing for 2 years? If that doesn't tell people there's a big-ass problem, I don't know what's going to tell people or give people the inclination that there's something fucking fishy going on. And kind of like in my scenario, like, I've sat there, I've gone up there, talked to people, they just kind of blow you off. And when you get people that go to school with other people, which is one of the problems, so, yeah, you get favoritism, or we're going to take this person. So it's like, that's a fucking meth addict that fucking clearly is on meth. And when you got, like, local law enforcement and other people being like, yeah, we know that person's doing that, it's like, hello? So why the fuck is this guy that's supposedly a judge can sit there and be like, I'm going to fucking say this or that, Or when you can go and look and be like, yeah, this person's clearly just running fraud every fucking day. Just, how is that allowed? Like, how is that allowed? And I've said this a million times. I don't think it's fucking okay. And I don't think that someone like me, like, how many other people like me that's gotten fucked over by those people and someone could just go right up there and be like, oh, blah, 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 and get away with it. That's kind of fucked up, and I think there needs to be something done about it. And I think it comes to a point in time where these people need to look and be like, yeah, we need to stop this, stop allowing it. These people shouldn't be allowed to go and do all this stuff and then be able to have kids being fucking used as a pawn. I think that's pretty fucked up. And I think there's plenty of fucking context into what I've said and whatnot where people could just look into it and they just don't want to. Like, no matter what, try to get a hold of someone, down and conquered, for fucking crying out loud. You get nowhere. They just listen to you, you get pre-recorded message back, like, oh yeah, fucking blah, 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 and they don't do anything. Not once did they do anything. If they were to look into anything, there'd be a lot of fucking changes going on around here. But I think it's kind of fucked up. And that's why people like me that are, I don't know how to put it, like, I gotta go and fucking work for, if I want something, I can't just go out and be like, hey, I have a kid, this person doesn't do that, and then this is my bitter part, is when you are doing stuff and then that person's going behind your back and lying to people, and these people up there just be like, oh yeah, fucking blah, 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 here you go. That's not right, and it shouldn't be allowed to, be going on. I'm getting a phone call from North Carolina right now. Ha, fuck you. Anyways, yeah. So I think it's kind of fucking, something needs to happen. This whole fucking drug problem that all these people and all these, I will say, I see a lot of females going, they're having kids with people that they know that they don't want to have kids with, so they can go and they can reap the benefits and the kids don't get it. And that's the fucked up thing. And it's like in my scenario, you're handing over money and blah, 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 everything's good. And then someone's lying, going up there and saying, oh, we're not getting anything, we need this. And they're all fucking selling all their shit and taking all their money and buying cigarettes and crack with it. Someone like me shouldn't have to fucking be on the other end of that. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. And I'm hoping someone that, like I said this before, someone that knows, how that all works and maybe can get something done with it, because clearly there's something going on where these people, like, what is the fucking point of having them if they're not going to do anything? It just, certain things doesn't make sense. And if you look into it, what the fuck is going on here? But yet, I would never be allowed to do half of the shit that someone like that is allowed to do. And then I gotta deal with getting fucking a bad name and this and that, because I don't feel like I should be fucking on the end of that fucking whole thing. Like, why is it that I gotta deal with this? No one should have to deal with this. And people like that suck the system and use it for their own benefit so they can fucking and another fucked up thing is to sit there and have to watch the other parent, and it's like, you're doing the same stuff you did to me and you're doing it to someone else, just a fucking pawn. When you have fucking bills in your kids' names that aren't old enough to supposedly have those kind of bills in their name, and all kinds of other shit, there's a problem. And there needs to be rectification somewhere. And I'm sick of being on the fucking bottom of that totem pole. And that's why I said something over a year ago, basically a year ago. No, it was over a year ago, that I put one of these out and shared it to people just to see, And the funny thing is other than negative shit, there was some positive shit, but mainly negative shit, because people are like, oh, you gotta shh. You can't say that. You can't say that. No, that's what I fucking experienced. That's what I watch. And that's what I'm gonna fucking say the truth about, is what I had to deal with. And all these fucking people that are still doing the same thing. And you wonder why there's such a problem around here. And that's the reason. And these people are allowed to get away with it. But the funny thing about the whole thing, none of it's funny. Not one fucking ounce of this is funny. But what is slightly humorous is the way that none of these people say anything. They'll private message and they'll be like, oh, kind of like the Stephen incident and whatnot. I put that shit out there because I think it's a good thing when people get called out for doing something wrong. Whether he got all butthurt and tried fucking doing whatever, I still walk the streets. I don't worry about anything. I'm not going to, because people like that downgrade, shit around here by acting like that. It needs to be addressed, and I'm the type of person where I don't really give a fuck. I'll say how I feel, what I feel, and if I think something's fucked up, like I said a million times, I'm gonna say it. In this whole fucking thing that we got going on, where nobody wants to fucking get up and do anything. They want to have kids, sit on fucking food stamps, EBT, fucking disability bullshit, and then someone like, someone that I watch basically work their whole life and struggle and do, what they can to have those people get handed opportunities because they think that they need to stand there with their fucking hand out and be like, oh, you gotta give it to me. You gotta do this. So it's my responsibility that I gotta go bust my ass for years so I can give it all to someone that takes from everybody. Like, it's kind of like a very concerning pattern that goes on with that. And I know I'm not the only one. And I know there's other people. I know there's dudes that do that. And they just, fuck them, why not, And yet people that actually, try to be useful organisms of the planet have to always pay the piper in the end. And I think that's fucked up. I think, for one, you should get piss tested. If you get fucking any sort of anything, mandatory piss test. There'd be a lot less people that get that, I can tell you that. Just like if you get disability, you should have to go every so often. Like every week and a half. I don't fucking care. Every month. Go get piss tested. Go get, checked up on. And then if you're running from fucking doctor to doctor to doctor, because these doctors are fucking popping up everywhere, so they can make money, which is a disgusting thing. They should be paying attention to these people instead of just handing them this shit that they're going and using like fucking hillbilly heroin and shit. And then they're ending up fucking using it for fucking 12, 15 years. Like, hello. And I think it's fucking disgusting that this shit's going on. Call me whatever. I don't really care. Just like the whole Steven thing. I don't really fucking care. I'll fucking make more. Because you know what? When you're a squid and you do squidly things, people are going to say something. And where no one else around here has the balls to say anything, I'll say something. I don't really care. Don't really care. Don't give a fuck. You can fucking shove your feelings up your ass, but these people should not be able to get disability and fucking using drugs and getting food stamps and fucking, they're using that system to fucking get all fucked up. Why do you think there's so many people that are all fucked up? And it's disgusting to see. Like, I've reached out to many people about this. And the sad part is no matter where you go, you get these little, oh, you're gonna get, something done, and then they just fucking don't do anything. And then you get something in the mail and you're like, dude, like, are you fucking kidding me? Which I can't wait, because you know what? It's gonna look extremely bad on them, the state of New Hampshire, that fucking corner over there, when I say fuck this, and when everybody sees it and it's made public, then maybe someone will fucking do something. I'm hoping that someone can kind of nudge other people and just start fucking looking around and saying, what's going on here? What's going on here? But, I don't know. We'll see. And, to the people that fucking message me all butthurt and say, you can't say that. Oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. Go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna fucking, just because your feelings were hurt because you're using drugs, and if anybody sits there and fucking supports that, you're either on drugs or you're fucking retarded. That's all I gotta say. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, even though it's not Christmas, but have a happy fucking day.